You get the call. Your child had another issue at school. Again. But what if your autistic child isn't the problem? Rather, they're being targeted. Most schools don't catch bullying, especially when it happens to neurodivergent children. So today I'm going to go over the subtle signs to look for, along with give you the tools to protect your child, even if they can't explain what's going on with them. Let's first go over some reasons why autistic children are more vulnerable to being bullied. One of the reasons is that they can have trouble reading social cues, and this can lead to misinterpretations. Another reason is sensory sensitivities, and this can lead to them being vulnerable to ridicule. Another one is the literal thinking. So not quite picking up on subtle humor, or if someone is being mean to them, they might not pick up on that. Another one is literal thinking. So where they might not pick up on sarcasm or jokes. And this can lead them to misinterpret things or to be subtly bullied by mean girls and them not really notice. And another one is struggles to express their feelings, to express their distress. And what this can lead to is that their pain goes unnoticed. So I want to share a story. I worked with a family a long time ago, and they shared this story with me to where their child one day asked the dad for $10. And of course, the dad was like, oh, sure, here you go. And the dad assumed it was for lunch or to get something out of the vending machine. It would last him the whole week. Well, the very next day, the kid comes up and asks for another $10. And the dad was like, well, why are you asking me that? I just gave you $10 yesterday. And the kid goes, well, I'll make up a name. Devin said that he needed it in order to be my friend today. The friend, Devin, was getting paid to be his friend. This kid didn't realize that that's not a real friend. And unfortunately, this is a very tame story. I have heard very similar stories like this year after year after year from countless patients. And this is very tame compared to the other graphic ones that I've heard. But these things do and can happen. So now let's go over some signs for you to look out for. Most autistic children won't come out and say, hey, I'm being bullied. You've got to look for if they're becoming more anxious or worried, especially right before they get ready to go to school. They may be having more meltdowns or shutdowns and withdrawing. You may see them coming home to where some of their belongings are being damaged, or you see bruises pop up over their body. And another one to look out for is that they're regressing academically and they don't have a motivation to go out and socialize anymore. Whereas they may have had a motivation to do that before, now they don't. And unfortunately, I've worked with kids and adults remembering back to when they were a child, to where they had these bullying incidents and they asked for help. I'll share one story. One person recalled how he went to the school staff and said that he was being bullied, said that he was being beaten, and he was met with, well, kids will be kids. And this individual couldn't remember going into PE. He would remember going to the gym, but then blacking out when he would go to the locker room, and then only remembering when he was finally done with physical education class, and he would have bruises all over him. This is a trauma response. He blocked this out on purpose because blocking it out was more protective to him and his psyche than being able to remember it and recall it and live with it at that point in time. So now let's go over some steps and some tools that can help with being bullied. Number one is creating a safe space to communicate. So asking very non-threatening questions of, did anything weird or confusing or uncomfortable happen today? You can use emotion charts or drawings or journals in order to help facilitate them to be able to communicate about these different thoughts and feelings and what may have happened. You can also try social stories in order to explore these different situations safely. So being able to bring up different scenarios of other kids being bullied, how they handled it, what happened, that can elicit a response from them to where, oh, that happened to me. Again, they might not have the verbal abilities or the recognition to realize, oh, I'm being bullied in this situation. That's where social stories can come in and help. And I've worked with lots of autistic kids and teens that can't come out and say, I'm upset, or this is what happened to me. But they can draw about it. They can create art about it. They can take a crown and circle in a red face, and it elicits like, hey, what's going on? What does that mean? Tell me more. Step 2 is teaching the difference between teasing and bullying. So you can use role playing, you can work through different scenarios. Another one is to teach intent behind a joke. So jokes should be that both people laugh. And another one to do is you can provide scripts for them to use. That's not funny to me. I don't like that. I worked with a kid one time to where he was being bullied in class, and he had a kid that sat next to him and would just whisper in his ear during lecture, you mother, you know, lots of expletives, like really just laying into this kid. It was mean, horrible, gut-wrenching stuff that was being whispered into his ear. And so what we worked on is some different scripts that he can use. So in the middle of class, while the teacher was talking, this kid would be whispering in his ear all these different curse words and saying these awful things. And I coached him and we worked together to where I had him turn and say, I don't like it when you say things like that. Just put him on blast right in the middle of class. And this kid did it once or twice more, but it stopped. This kid was assertive. He looked him in the eye. He used very firm voice. Going by these scripts, practicing them ahead of time, made him comfortable and confident enough to use it. And it worked. If your child is being bullied, you're not alone. In part 2, I'm going to show you how your child can advocate for themselves at school, to build social support, and how to build up resilience and confidence so they can stand up for themselves and stop the bullying.